this and your favorite artist, well, you're not getting amused. This is self-critic reviews.
Is this gonna get different clues? Open if it's on YouTube, yet he is getting no views.
If you want some unbiased opinions, an analytic mind is worth billions. Yet he has been hiding his brilliance underneath this stifling diffidence. And if you don't like his opinions, go look for like-minded civilians to whine in the comment section and slap a dislike on his videos. Welcome to Self-Critic Reviews, and today Self-Critic is gonna review Barry Season 2. Spoilers ahead, proceed at your own risk. Putting things in perspective, I thought Season 1 was fun. Nothing more, nothing less. And Season 2 is just about on the same level. Barry is a somewhat unusual comedy-drama series that doesn't take itself too seriously and lets itself break realism barriers with regards to what's normal and what isn't. This is why technically, no matter what the show does in terms of logic, Barry can still get away with it because of how silly it has been, which means that this silliness is both a strength and a weakness. What kind of silliness am I talking about? For example, the scene when a random character opens the door while not looking at the door and arguing with his wife or roommate. I think it was one of the first scenes in the season. The door opens and there is Barry with a firearm aimed at the blabbermouth. The guy talks and doesn't turn the head towards the door. And Barry is standing there pointing the gun at him. Then 10-15 seconds later, as soon as he turns his head, Barry shoots him. I think it's really funny and creative that this scene lasted as much as it did. I also really like the main character training Chechens to become great at guns, and all of them worshipping him was hilarious. Then there was a scene near the end when Fuchs tried to defuse the situation between Hank and Bolivians. Actually, this is the one scene you probably need to see.
Hey guys, we are gonna be in a war now. I'm so excited.
Hello. You know, seems like you brought a lot of people and guns for a talk with friends.
Who is this?
Viejito loco.
Yes, muy triste. Is he talking to us? No, maybe. No, he's on the Bluetooth. Is he on the Bluetooth?
Wow.
Oh, okay. I hear my name. He's talking to us.
Кто этот, блядь? I can't watch.
This is awesome, isn't it? I also really enjoyed the 5th episode of the season, when Barry was sent to kill the cop's wife's lover, but instead of killing him, he tried to solve this peacefully. Seems like almost every nuanced comedy nowadays has a surreal episode once every season, and this was it for Barry. Aside from the silliness of the whole killing non-killing strategy, the little girl with incredible jumping ability and agility creating all sorts of troubles was dope. I highly doubt we'll ever see her again, even though it would make sense for her to show her face logically. NoHo Hank has been the best character in the entire series. His appearance combined with the delivery of his lines and the accents makes him a hilarious offbeat villain. The scene at the end of episode 1 when he threatened Barry was kinda stupid though. Barry could have easily ended his life right there and then, but he didn't because the writers made him go on a journey of not killing people. And Hank should have known that, but threatened him anyway. There was a small scene when Sally got jealous of Barry getting an audition, and a bit later both of them practiced lines. And Sally had a monologue expressing what she was feeling emotionally. And I thought the scene was great from both the acting standpoint, the camera did not edit her once, and from the writing standpoint. Let me show it to you.
Can we stop?
Sure.
For a second? I feel like I need to say something, Barry.
Okay.
This piece that I'm doing for class, it's exactly what I should be doing.
Yeah, no, and it's great. What you're doing is...
I'm terrified, okay? Because my piece is real. It's not a character, it's me. Raw, unapologetic truth with a capital T. In all caps, actually, I'm thinking like a writer now. I mean, this was stuff that I couldn't even talk about without lying. And here I am about to strip naked in front of a bunch of strangers and share something that I am massively ashamed of. Not literally, I don't believe in nudity unless it drives the story forward. I'm afraid that they're gonna judge me, and I'm afraid that Sam's gonna find out and do something crazy, but I have to do this. It's my story to tell. But then, I mean, so many other women have the same story. What, am I a spokesperson for them now? Could I be the face of a movement? I mean, what if I get it wrong? I mean, I resent the fact that Nick can get up there and talk about his stomach condition, and it's not like he has to be the poster boy for bulimia, but I get up there and whatever I say, it's like, what are we saying about women? I mean, this is just my story. But what if you get it wrong, Sally? I don't know. You can't get it wrong, Sally, but you can't not tell it either, Sally, because it's who you are. Which makes this thing that my agent sent me on today so fucking insulting. Payback, ladies? It's just another shit male idea of what strong women are. Oh, grab a gun and some stilettos to get a goddamn blowout. And look how strong you are now, Sally. It's bullshit. Which, by the way, so is this. It's quite possibly the worst thing I've ever read. But you want to know the worst part? You want to know what's really driving me fucking crazy? I am so jealous that you're reading for this. I have never had a director session for a feature, which is the same thing as a movie, P.S. And I have been doing this for way longer, and I think you'd agree that I am way better. I made you. And I'm actually represented by Gersh. Well, at least I was. I don't even know if they rep me anymore after what I said in there today, but still, at least I held my ground because I am an artist, okay? An artist, and this is not fucking art. But then, I mean, to be honest, of course, I'm so happy for you. I mean, of course I want you to get this part, and I want to be the one to help you learn your lines and fix your inflections, but I need you to know that if you do get it, it's gonna make me like 100 times more insane, okay? Continue.
So, as I once said, the lack of flaws doesn't necessarily make a show amazing. And this is one of the examples. Because of how Barry is constructed, logic goes out of the window here, and the writers can do whatever they want without facing any consequences. While the comedy is unique and funny, the drama part of the show is not all that interesting and deep. Barry trying to change and then returning to his former self was pretty predictable and not very interesting. I do think, however, that the parallels between acting and real life are crafted pretty well. Like how Barry has to think of his real painful experiences in order to be able to deliver in class. Otherwise, he's just a terrible actor. This is the one thing that's definitely well done. So yeah, it's a very fun season of a very fun show, but until the writers decide to raise the ceiling and set the show's constraints, it won't seem as impressive as it could. But it is, of course, impressive that the plot is still exciting, which, to be fair, a lot of the enjoyment hinges on. Thanks for watching.